Ayo, nicotine addiction check. Ayo, nicotine addiction check. Ayo, nicotine addiction check.
E-cigarettes raises the risk for chronic lung problems.
500 cases of lung illness affecting e-cigarette users. 8 of those people have died.
As students in a teenage community, we constantly see the particular use of Juuls among the youth society. We are aware that these types of products were created with the purpose of helping adults to quit smoking, but it has become a cause of addiction among youth people. Juul Labs received almost 3,000 complaints about negative health effects related to its product during the first 3 years in operation, with customers reporting issues such as burning feel in the lungs, blistered lips, and vomiting.
The Food and Drug Administration reported almost 3,000 customers that were having health issues since they started consuming e-cigarettes.
Juul was sold as the perfect alternative to smoking. Because Juul marketed itself as a way for adult smokers to quit, its design couldn't remind people of a cigarette. Instead, it looked like something harmless you would stick in a computer. This discreet design made it easy for teenagers to hide their Juul from supervising adults. The company has a complete marketing plan designed to ensure that, through social networks, it is possible to be seen by those to whom the product is directed. With the invasive strategy that Juul's companies have constantly bombarded social networks, the population of young adults has become more likely to adopt this type of habits. Analyzing in a deeper way the sustainable impact of Juuls, we can see that it involves various contradictions and damages to the environment. Juul cartridges or pods are single-use plastic products that are not intended to be reused or recycled. Each pod contains 200 puffs. That is worth the same amount of nicotine that is found in a pack of cigarettes. As well, this type of alternative cigarettes can lead metals or harmful residual nicotine into the environment.
30% of the U.S. population in 12th grade reported vaping nicotine at least once in the last year. The recent moves by the U.S. Center for Disease Control Prevention reports almost 400 serious lung illnesses and 6 deaths linked to vaping, recommending its population to avoid its practice since it gives possible risks to the nation's youth. Economically, the increase in popularity and use of Juuls has greatly affected the tobacco and conventional cigarette industry, despite various criticism of the recent electric cigarette market. On the other hand, analyzing the economic impact of the Juuls on the buyer's market, we can see that according to statistics, a regular e-cigarette smoker spends 10 times less with all necessary equipment in a year than a conventional smoker.
Juul has a strong belief in their product. They still affirm the positive impacts on their customers. Even the company's scientist team think that the positive impact is way bigger than the negative ones, even though studies have proved the opposite. A study made in 2010 showed that there was a sharp rise in vaping among teenagers and young adults. Since that study, it has become one of the biggest public health crises facing the world. Non-governmental organizations, such as the Parents Against Vaping organization, have informed to support the parents of kids that had had severe health issues due to vaping. This issue escalated so much that the Trump administration said it planned to remove flavored e-cigarettes from the market.
It is still in discussion what should be done with it, but the rules to buy it have been improving. For example, you can now buy it if you're at least 21 years old, and some of the states already banned the Juul usage inside their borders.
In conclusion, it is clear that Juul had a good purpose with the mission of helping adult smokers find an alternative to cigarettes, yet it got into the hands of people who didn't need it, such as teenagers. We believe that the company must observe how its products are affecting the health of its users. We think that there are several other treatments and products to quit smoking instead of Juul, which is clearly not trustworthy and can cause damage to your health.